Thank you for joining another edition of the Never-Ending Climb for a Stronger Supply Chain and Procurement. Today, I've got a very special guest. I'm proud to introduce Rio. Rio, I know we've got a few things to talk about, and it's almost hard for me to talk about as a perfect intro for you, buddy, because, you're helping a whole bunch of folks. Rio stands for Responsive Intake and Orchestration, and you're already a full-fledged analyst, maybe even a specialist for accounts payable teams, and you've just been promoted to an analyst for procurement for one of our customers. So you're way past the intern stage, and that's incredible. So welcome to the show. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, Sean. I'm excited to join the show.
You've got a front row seat to procurement teams everywhere. What's the biggest point of frustration you're seeing right now?
It's the noise, but it's more than that. It's the fragmentation. Intake processes scattered across departments, each doing their own thing. No visibility into what's coming in, who's working on what, or where things are stuck. Requests sit idle because manual triage slows everything down. Teams end up chasing updates instead of driving impact. I see so many talented pros trapped in this cycle, babysitting overlapping workflows, untangling confusion over roles, and trying to force-fit dynamic needs into rigid processes. There's no time left to optimize, no data to improve. They're surviving, not thriving. That's what keeps me motivated, to cut through the noise and give teams their time and sanity back. I centralize intake, automate routing, and adapt to changing needs, so people can stop managing work and start making an impact.
And of course, there's always pressure to do more with less. So how do you help with getting out of the weeds and focus on what really matters?
That pressure is real. Every day I see teams stretch thin, chasing approvals, answering the same questions, reworking bad requests. It's like running uphill with a backpack full of bricks. My job is to take those bricks off their back. I streamline the intake process, get requests right the first time, and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. That frees up teams to focus on what moves the needle: supplier partnerships, cost savings, and driving real value.
What do you think the future of AI looks like for procurement?
Sean, I think the future of AI in procurement is all about shifting from reactive to predictive. Right now, I help teams handle what's coming at them, but soon, AI will anticipate needs before they even arise. Imagine knowing a supplier risk is brewing before it hits, or having AI suggest the best sourcing strategy based on market trends and your spend data. Procurement will move from processing requests to guiding the business with insights. Less, what happened? More, here's what's next. That's where we're headed. Take invoicing, for example. OCR is gone. One of our customers is now processing $3 billion in invoicing volume through me with an agentic framework built around their unique needs. We help them eliminate outdated processes like OCR entirely. While many companies are still paying for OCR today, we're proving there's a smarter, more efficient way. Faster, easier, and more cost-effective. That's the kind of transformation AI is bringing.
So, just for fun, why did you start your own weekly tech podcast?
You know, Sean, as I'm learning and growing in my role, I like to keep up with the industry. There's always something new around the corner in procurement and tech. But honestly, after spending all day helping teams navigate intake forms, supplier approvals, and rogue purchases, I needed a creative outlet. There's something about creating, whether it's content, solutions, or a better process, that keeps you moving forward. That's what drives so many creators, right? It's not just about putting something out there. It's about building momentum, seeing what works, and getting better each time. That cycle of learning, experimenting, and improving, it's addictive. It keeps me energized to keep showing up for the podcast and for procurement teams.
Thank you so much for joining. This has been another edition of the Never-Ending Climb for a Stronger Supply Chain and Procurement. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, Rio.